back here on the Wrestling Rundown 125, talking about Monday Night Raw, the night after Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, hell out the cell.
Yeah, hell out the cell. We're on our way.
Get the hell out the cell.
We're on our way to Survivor Series, and that was
Start surviving in the series.
Other than Halloween, Survivor Series was the theme of this Monday Night Raw.
Absolutely.
Everything.
Because we need to start the build.
Everything revolved around Survivor Series, including our opening segment where we saw Goldberg make his way out there to essentially talk back at what very little Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar said last week.
Yeah, and then it was like he got to say even less than they did because Paul Heyman interrupted him.
And then so Paul Heyman kind of ran the promo until Goldberg started to physically threaten him. And then Rusev played the part of Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Weird.
I mean,
that's what happens when neither Brock Lesnar nor Lana are there. Heyman and Rusev just decide well, you don't have a manager and I don't have a wrestler. Well, let's just hang out for a segment.
Yeah. Rusev ends up being the oh yeah, you're the old guy that used to do all the cool stuff, but I don't think you can do the cool stuff anymore. Then he tried to swing at Goldberg, and it was an awkward moment where Goldberg almost fell over, but still hit the jackhammer pretty solid, and then speared Paul Heyman. I was surprised that Heyman took the spear.
You know what happens when you do a spear to the walrus? You gotta call it the harpoon.
The harpoon. That's
harpooned the walrus.
That's kind of what it looked like. He still can throw himself pretty far and pretty intensely into a person's gut.
Yeah. If Big Show comes out next week and he spears Big Show, I'm gonna yell Archie blows. I'm gonna see Big Show go down like.
So yeah, that was the thing. And then
it was entertaining comparatively to the rest of what's been going on with this build-up.
I still don't care.
You never.
My favorite part was actually watching Paul Heyman take the spear. I honestly didn't think that was going to happen. I thought that's why Rusev was there.
I liked watching Paul Heyman's facial expressions change as Rusev tried to cut a promo on Goldberg.
Because
there was just a lot of okay, I'm interested. Okay, you're dumb. That was funny, but you're still dumb.
Yeah, watching Paul Heyman realize that he was no longer the intended victim and Rusev was going to take the brunt of the attack. Just watching him go through, he went through the 5 stages of acceptance as Rusev just dug the hole deeper.
Yeah, first it was first was, oh thank God Rusev is here. Next one is, okay, do I escape yet? And the next one's okay, what is Rusev saying? And the fourth one's oh fuck, Rusev's gonna get his ass kicked. And number 5 is, oh shit, he's coming at me.
And it was at that point that Paul Heyman blacked out. And he was apparently put into an ambulance and taken to a hospital. So.
Well, it happens. He was taken to Suplex City General.
And then,
which, according to that, if that 2K17 promo commercial is any indication of what kind of place Suplex City is I would hate to see the hospitals.
Mm-hmm. The people just kind of stare at you when you walk in and be like, oh, you need help? All right. Fuck you.
Yeah. Dr. Lesnar. He's going to suplex the...
Take a German suplex and call me in the morning. Anyway, when you're not talking about Survivor Series, you're talking about Halloween, like a trick-or-street fight between Enzo Amore and Luke Gallows.
That was a thing.
It was a thing.
My favorite part was... Ooh!
Oh yeah, the pumpkins, Enzo and Cass dressed like Woody and Buzz Lightyear. My favorite part was Carl Anderson going through a table.
Yeah, the fuck does pumpkin pie have to do with Halloween?
Jerry doesn't quite get.
Glad we've named the fictional guy we talked about while Raw was actually happening.
Wow. It seemed like a fitting name for someone who decided to.
Candy corn kendo sticks, though.
That was probably the most creative part of this whole.
Well, that's the thing is they've had it like the last 4 Trigger Street fights, though.
Yeah.
I wonder if like they make them specifically for this. Like, I wonder if like they have to make new ones every time they're doing one of the Trigger Street fights, or if they just have like in the warehouse like a tub of specifically.
They just mass produce them and use a few every single year.
Yeah, like what if they just
Why
order
not?
like 100 of them, and so they have it set for like the next 20 years worth of Trigger Street fights.
Would make sense to me. Let's see. We had. Oh yeah. By the way, Enzo defeated Luke Gallows by hitting the DDG on Luke Gallows while he wore a giant pumpkin.
He hit the DDG on the pumpkin head.
Yeah. It was an awkward finish.
And then Gallows fell. It looks like he hurt his elbow.
Yeah.
Because when he was walking away from the match, he was holding his elbow.
Yeah. It was a little weird.
And Anderson was just still stuck in the table.
Yeah. Covered in all kinds of stuff. We had T.J. Perkins get his rematch against Brian Kendrick.
Yeah. Brian Kendrick had a promo before the match.
Yeah.
He was all like, "Guess what? You a sucker."
Pretty much. I like that he got some. He got to talk about what his whole. He is the man with the plan, and so he talked about what his plan
Have
was.
you ever heard his theme song?
And it worked out exactly the way he wanted to. And he told TJ to be ready because he has a plan to survive this just the same way that he did at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
And so we have a short but decent cruiserweight match.
Yeah, the running story from bell to bell here was T.J. Perkins was pissed off.
Yeah, no, he wasn't holding anything back on Kendrick. He really wasn't holding anything back on himself either.
No, because he decides, I'm going to pile drive myself on the ring apron.
Yeah, he did the off the top rope danger rana to the outside and landed neck first on the apron.
Yeah, like he fell head
Holy
first
shit.
and his head disappeared.
Yeah, and so then we get the referee counting.
He was licking his own sternum.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
It was like a goddamn turtle.
That is chill.
Naked turtle.
Kind of like James Ellsworth.
Naked grandma!
No. So this move goes to the outside. TJ ends up breaking his 10 count, getting in at about 8, and Brian Kendrick kind of half slides in and then realizes, no, I don't need to. Stays out, gets himself counted out, loses the match but retains the Cruiserweight Championship, and then TJ Perkins gave no fucks and beat the shit out of him on the outside, and he was left in the fetal position hugging the Cruiserweight Championship. So, this is not over. I'm sure we'll probably get TJ's real rematch where he'll actually fight and probably lose at Survivor Series. If not sooner. We might get it on Raw. I don't know.
No, I think what's going to end up happening is I think we're going to get... Kendrick's going to have to defend his title against Rich Swann. Rich Swann.
Rich Swann.
Rich Swann.
Hey, let's talk about Rich Swann.
Rich Swann.
Yeah, he played the part of Sin Cara as we had a pseudo rematch of the.
No, I feel like Sin Cara was just playing Rich Swann in Hell in a Cell.
Oh, okay. That's okay. So the stunt double took a night off.
Yeah.
And Rich Swann teamed up with
Sin Cara Negro.
he teamed up with Lindsay Dorado and Cedric Alexander, taking on the team of Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Arya Daivari.
Oh, I thought the black guy that came out third of that team was Drew Gulak.
Yes, yeah. So did the guys in the truck who didn't know which Titantron to play. It was really weird. Like the music played, and I'm still not totally used to all of their theme songs.
Yeah.
I usually go by the theme and the Tron. But the theme was playing, and I was like, oh, this sounds like Cedric Alexander. Now it's Drew Gulak. Oh, no, it is Cedric Alexander. And everyone went, yeah, what? Oh, it is him. And I think Cedric even kind of went, wait a second, something's wrong here. He kind of stutter-stepped up on the stage. This match was pretty fast, too. It didn't go all that super long. I think most of the matches didn't really go all that super long, except for maybe the main event.
Yeah.
But just like last night, Rich Swann, Dorado, and Cedric Alexander ended up picking up the win.
AKA Cedric Alexander, Lindsay Dorado, and Sin Cara Negro.
No, it was Lindsay Dorado, Sin Cara Negro, and Drew Gulak.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Drew Gulak.
Oh, God. We get Cedric and we get Lindsay doing a double dive out onto Gulak and
Yeah,
Navari.
one tope, one moonsault.
And that left Tony Nese to get kicked right in the mouth with a rich kick, and then the jackknife pin, Rich Swann picking up the win.
Tony Nese couldn't handle that.
Nope.
It's okay, though, because he could handle Anthony Bennett just fine.
Alright, let's do...
I realize I'm never going to not say that when Tony Nese is involved in anything.
Oh, yeah, I'm well aware.
Okay.
I've just accepted it. That's just part of Tony Nese now.
You know, like 3 years from now, people are just going to go like, who the fuck is this Anthony Bennett guy he keeps talking about? But I'll remember.
It's the most epic moment in Tony Nese's career when he beat Anthony Bennett in the Cruiserweight Classic.
It's the most epic moment of my career.
His defining moment. We had Cesaro and Sheamus defeat the Shining Stars.
Yeah. This was interesting. I found this match kind of interesting because this was actually the second time that Cesaro and Sheamus competed.
Yes.
Because before this, there was a battle royal to determine the final member of Team Raw.
Yeah.
Even though we only knew who 3 of them were. Because we had the promo. Foley announced that he wanted Jericho to be on Team Raw, but then he also wanted Roman Reigns on Team Raw to sort of police Jericho.
Yeah. Make him be less dickish.
Yeah. And so, the Battle Royal, in its own right, was like...
It was to put over Braun Strowman.
Yeah, because there was a backstage segment between Braun and Mick. Mick was all over this fucking Raw.
Yeah. This middle portion was very Mick Foley heavy.
Yeah. Let's say something, because he's losing weight.
Yeah. He put Braun in the Battle Royal because Braun wanted more competition and said that he demanded to be on the Survivor Series team. He was like, well, if you want to be in the Survivor Series team, we're having a Battle Royal to decide one of the members. So you can be in that and you can try and win.
Yeah,
and
so
he's in there with
all the mid-card guys on Raw.
Yeah, he's in there with Cesaro, Sheamus, Jinder, Neville, Sammy, Golden Truth,
Curtis Axel,
Bug
Axel,
yeah.
Darren Young, Titties Brand.
I
think that was it. I think we named actually everyone.
I think
who was
we
in
did.
the Battle Royal.
Yeah. I think so.
Did you say Neville?
Yeah, I said Neville and Sammy. Yeah, I think that was it. Braun ended up winning by eliminating Sami Zayn last. They tried to do the Chris Benoit Big Show Royal Rumble finish.
You mean the time Steven Richards won the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, that one. But Braun was smarter than Big Show and just decided to pick Sami Zayn up and drop him. So Braun Strowman is officially on the Survivor Series team along with Roman Reigns and Jericho. But...
and he's also the final member of the team, though. Can we stress the fact that underneath his name it said the final member of Team Raw?
Yeah, well, and like in my head I was like, okay, did they mess up the graphic, or are we going to be really disappointed when we find out it's only 4-on-4?
Well, they've already specifically said over and over again it's 5 versus 5.
Yeah,
the
true.
5 best Raw, the 5 best from SmackDown. It's the 5 best women.
They just fucking negate that, and now
it's potential, because also I did notice now, thinking about that, Charlotte cuts a promo later, and when she's talking about Team SmackDown, she only mentions Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, Carmella, and Alexa Bliss. She only mentioned 4 women from SmackDown. So let's hope they didn't decide to just cut the numbers down and try and hope we forget.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're kind of all over the place with this because you
understand what's happening though. This is all summer series.
You do that every year.
Survivor Mania.
You do that every year.
The Royal Summer Survivor Mania series. You okay?
No.
Because guess what? Survivor Series has a special start time of
Oh God, it's 4 hours long.
They're all the same pay-per-view now.
Oh my God.
It's the
Royal Rumble's the only one that's still 3 hours.
We don't know that yet.
Shut up! I'm trying to keep it that way. If you say it too loud, they'll hear you, and they'll add the extra hour.
Well, no, it's because it's gonna be the Royal Summer Survivor Rumble Mania series takeover.
We don't need add time to NXT for the love of fucking God. Stop adding time to your pay-per-views, because we don't fucking need it. Pretty soon, Raw's gonna be 4 hours, SmackDown's gonna be 3 hours, NXT's gonna be 2 hours, and the pay-per-views are gonna be 6 hours. With a 2-hour pre-show. Stop it.
I'm just saying, by next year, by this time next year, we're gonna be hyping up WWE's first ever 24-hour event.
Nope. I can't do it.
And we're gonna cover it.
Don't get me wrong, I love WWE, but I cannot do a 24-hour WWE event. I'll still fucking watch it, but I can't do it. God, where the fuck are we? Braun's going to Survivor Series. Cesaro and Sheamus are not. They're beating the Shining Stars. Charlotte is captaining the women's team.
Which we know right now, specifically from what she has said, for sure, 2 other team members are Bayley and Nia Jax.
Yeah, because Bayley comes out and tries to be nice, saying that she was really proud of her and Sasha for the Hell in a Cell match, and Charlotte really didn't give a shit. And so then Bayley said, she's like, I don't want to be a champion like you, and she's like, well, you'll never be me.
Yeah, basically the whole thing, Charlotte called Bayley out because she's saying that Bayley is the weak link of the team.
Yeah,
she asked Bayley to come out, and she's like, this is going to be your test to see how weak you really are, or if you can be this stronger than I anticipate, we're going to put you against one of the teammates, which in my opinion is bad captaining. Don't make your team fight each other.
Yeah.
Not only does that not boost team morale, but that just means your team is going to be just much more sore.
Yeah.
Come Survivor Series.
Yeah, and so Bayley's like, well, I already beat Dana last night, so what are you gonna do? And she ends up going against Nia Jax instead.
Charlotte's like, yeah, that's not who I'm talking about.
And then Nia Jax with that Samoan drop and then that really awkward float over for the pin.
You mean the trip over?
Yeah. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, just calling it awkward, but
no, it was legitimately because she started like she was going to pin Bayley,
and then realized she wasn't facing the hard camera.
Yep. It's like the story of The Rock in his debut match.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, there's
Did he get heat for not looking at the hard camera?
No, he didn't get heat for it, but the whole idea is he was trying to psych himself up the whole time about, play to the hard camera.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do shows at Madison Square Garden, which is where that Survivor Series was, the hard camera doesn't sit in the same spot.
Right, because
it sits across from the entranceway.
Yeah, because the garden's set up a lot different.
So The Rock was playing to the wrong side.
Oh, interesting.
He was convinced that that's the side the hard camera was on, so he gave himself the credit for being confidently trying to play to the hard camera, just not realizing he was playing to the wrong side.
He just goes to the back. You didn't look at the hard camera once. The fuck are you talking about? I was looking that way the whole match.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Love you, Rocky.
Yeah, Nia ends up winning. So we have Nia and Bayley along with Charlotte and potentially 2 other people.
Potentially, or they're just gonna fight 5.
Or 4 against 7 for 6 hours. Numbers don't mean anything in WWE.
Unless it's the Royal Rumble. But they got that shit by the numbers.
Yeah, but then they added 41 year, and that was all out the fucking window.
I'm hoping 45 this year.
Sure.
It's the Royal Rumble's going to be an extra hour long, so they're going to just need to do a double Rumble.
Nope.
Everybody comes in twice.
They're going to do a Raw Rumble and a Smackdown Rumble.
Yeah, everybody comes in twice.
Fuck.
They do this. They do a 15-man Raw Rumble, a 15-man SmackDown Rumble, and then an 80-man every brand Rumble, including NXT.
New Day were the three faces of Charles Wright. That was funny.
That was one of my favorite parts. Too.
Running down all of the tag teams on SmackDown, except for American Alpha.
And I'm pretty sure they didn't even mention the Usos.
Because they forgot about most of the teams. They couldn't remember who the Vaudevillains were.
The mustache guys.
They didn't talk about the Ascension.
Nope. Well, because the Ascension for sure aren't on.
Oh, that's right.
Team. They lost the qualifying match to the Hype Bros.
Yeah. So
that's what I feel about that.
They first ran down the fact that the Hype Bros and Heath Slater and Rhino are on the team, and then they talked about all the other potential teammates. But yeah, never mentioned.
I'm calling it right now. Headbangers.
In the Spirit Squad.
Probably not. But I'm thinking Headbangers are going to make it to the SmackDown team for shock factor. I think. Because the Headbangers are set to return either this week or next week on SmackDown.
I feel like they're gonna job to like American Alpha or something.
They need to job to another heel team.
Maybe.
I think a job to the Vaudevillains.
Probably. I don't know. It was fun watching the New Day as Kama Mustafa, Papa Shango, and the Godfather.
Yeah.
Very entertaining.
I wish there was 4 members, so one of them could have been Kama, the Supreme Fighting Machine.
It just looks like Big E, but slightly different.
Yeah. Why are there 2 of you, Big E?
Why don't we have Little E?
Can we have Big E and Big F?
But anyway, so in the whole Jericho McFoley situation, we ended up getting Jericho saying that he could beat Roman Reigns any time, any place, and he could do it for the U.S. Championship. So that ended up being our main event. It was a thing. There's not a whole lot to talk about in the match.
Yeah.
Because it was a match.
It was just another one of those ones where you're like, okay, that's all their moves.
Yep.
The end.
That's the story of this match. Roman Reigns ends up winning by disqualification because after he hits a spear on Jericho, Kevin Owens decides to get in, beat the hell out of Roman Reigns. They hit their pop-up into the code breaker.
Which is by far the best tandem finisher they got. Those two could have come up with together.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then they just kind of stare awkward at Roman until Seth Rollins comes down, beats the shit out of both of them. Jericho actually gets saved from getting hit with a pedigree this time by Kevin Owens. And then we get the awkward stare down between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns like, hey, we used to be friends, but then we weren't friends, but now we could possibly be friends because we're both good guys. But everybody hates Roman. That was Raw. That was.
Did we miss anything?
No.
I covered all of it?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Sure.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
Click all the links down in the description. Send in all of our social medias. Or you can listen to this review podcast form on the SoundCloud link. Yes, I'm sure.
We didn't miss anything.
No. No, we did not. You can also check out all the videos this week. We do have a very long review about Hell in a Cell and all the things that were right, wrong, and just plain fucking weird about the pay-per-view. That's in the playlist as well.
Was it really long?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was so out of it last night. I have no idea what happened. Like, I don't remember anything that I said.
You were very thorough. You had a lot of opinions, but yeah, we went long. We went long. That's why it's not on the podcast.
What I do remember is that I had a lot of moments where I had awkwardly long spaces between words.
Not really.
No.
No.
I felt like
you had a lot to say.
Yeah, I guess I was introspective in my injury.
He was partially concussed last night.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only slightly less concussed than I was last night.
But regardless, that video's up there.
It's made this video much more pleasant because I don't have a pounding headache.
Yeah. Also, check out our other channel. That's Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable with a W.
Like wrestling. Where we'll be having an unboxing coming out probably this week. Maybe we'll wait till next week. But we should be getting the box in the next couple days. So look forward to that. Also, we didn't mention it last night, but Kevin Hogg lost the wager.
Yeah. Oh, I remember, you know what? I remember when I got home.
Yeah.
I realized we forgot to
I
mention.
remembered when I started to edit the video, I was like, oh, we didn't talk about that. So
I lost the Hell in a Cell wager, which means I'm going to get hit in the back with a chair.
Twice. So look forward to that. That'll be popping up very, very soon over there as well.
Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
Where you can check out all the rest of the videos we've done in that nature, all of our other unboxing videos, and some just other plain YouTube gear type stuff.
Yeah.
So
we might hold off a little bit on the chair shot videos until I recover from my current status
the
of
fact
injury.
that he's already beat up, I'll give him some time to rest up before we fuck him up again. So.
Dear wrestlers, when you're kicking somebody in the face, don't point toes up.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Fuck toes.